Holy crap, 18 months.
Hi, gamers. I'm here. It took me a minute because I had to finish cleaning. Because somebody around here, and I'm not naming names, it's not me, doesn't really care about the environment. Or the place that they live in. So someone likes to chew up cords. He's not in here. Talking about the cat. I am talking about the cat. Hi, y'all. Also, Ben, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Alright. Let's get into this. Oh no, an ad's gonna play. I caught it right at 14:59. Alright, don't open Sims 4. We could start at 6 if you want, Ben. Oh, okay, that was what I was opening. LOL. Alright, Slay. Well, I stream at 6, Ben, so we're gonna probably be starting at 6. Super Slay. Okay. Alright. Let's get started, babes. Oh my god, we're on the trial. That's what I figured we were on. We're finishing this shit today. We're finishing this shit today. I'm so tired of playing this. Like, not tired of playing, like, Ace Attorney. I love Ace Attorney. I'm tired of playing this trial. This trial blows. Let me get my water. Lit my candle. And I kind of want to make coffee. But I feel like that's going to make me want to go to the bathroom. so maybe I'll wait. Because I just got a new flavor and I want to try it. I also have to get more water anyway. So, as long as nobody redeems a hydrate, I should be fine. Also, look at this crocodile I got from Outback. Alligator. Outback Steakhouse. Branded. This is not sponsored, just thought it was cute. Anyway. Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Tee-hee. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina! How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that? So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of a show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo. Top of the morning to you, Governor. Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Attack of the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Pain. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh my, thanks. So how are you today, right? Well, I've got a feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is about how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It means that I just won't be able to press him like I can on the other witnesses. What are you going to do then, Nick? This clown never ends. I cannot wait until he's fucking gone. This bitch annoys the shit out of me. I also just realized why my lighting is weird. My other lamp is not on. Holy shit. That's so much better. Oh my god. Okay. Let me fix this a little bit. Oh, that's not too bad. It's just a little warm. Okay, perfect. The flag is enormous. My non-binary flag that I've had in the background for, like, always. Are you just now noticing that I've had this back there? If so, that's kind of crazy. I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and the truth. Oh, there's the culprit. Yeah. Motherfucker. Kirby. I've just noticed the size. Yeah. I also have my buy flag that I used to hang when my bed was over there. Now I have my dresser and my TV over there that used to be over here. Obviously you can see where the other dresser was. Kirby is screaming. I don't know if anyone can hear him. Kirby, you can come in here. Kirby. Anyway, but that's always been there. It was just a lot harder to see with the dressers in the way. And then when my bed was over there, I still have my my buy flag hung up there. So, obviously. I was at the local Pride Parade last Saturday and I got myself a non-binary flag there. I love that for you. I'm probably, I'm going to a Pride festival. at the end, like, not this upcoming weekend, but next weekend. I haven't been to a Pride in, I think, since 2019, just because I work now and I stopped going because of COVID. But I'm probably going to bring both if I can. If not, I'll probably at least bring the non-binary flag. Because my other flag is at home, which I don't think I can bring that on a plane. But I digress. Anyway. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. They may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Yeah, Regina is about to get hit with the cold, hard fact of murder. That's what happens. You know. I was going somewhere with this. So. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Yeah, it was the ringmaster who died. It was Regina's dad. Very well, Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What is the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. She's lucky. I really like her character. Yeah. Now that I've been to a con, I'm like shoving a bunch of like my favorite characters in my back pocket to cosplay later. Like, I already had, this is obviously a spoiler for a character in a future game, but I've already, which is really not, it's really not. I have always wanted to cosplay Trucy, which we'll see her in, the first time we'll see her is in Apollo Justice. I have always wanted to cosplay her. I just think it would be so much fun. But I feel like that would be something I would have to do myself in order to be, like, happy with it, because I, one, don't think I could find a place I would be able to trust, with it in good quality, and I feel like it's just simple enough that I think I could do it. I don't know how much of it I can do, but at the very least I can do her cape and like her shoes, and I can just buy a dress, but like her hat and I don't know about the rest of it, but like I feel like I could at least do that, and we can go from there. But I feel like that'd be something I'd be super excited to do. And like Francisca, I don't know why, but I would really like to cosplay her too. I don't think I could pull it off, but I feel like that'd be fun. See, now I just like want to cosplay so much shit, so. Order. I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders. Poor Gumshoe. Very well, please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work, or should I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Name and occupation. I hate the fucking fact that that's his name. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Berry Big Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I don't remember what voice I gave him, but I don't think it was obviously that complicated. I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside my window. And a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up quite exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, then there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix, right? Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Don't you dare bring his name up! Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with this witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? More like 2 weeks ago. There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. What I witnessed. You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct, but there is safety lights out outside the lodging house. It's so bright sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? Why does this man have birds in here, by the way? Like, why are we just letting this man have birds in the courtroom? I mean, not that it's the first time we've had birds in the courtroom, but like, there was a reason we had birds in the courtroom. There's no reason for this man to have birds now. Support animals, okay, I guess that's fine. I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Ow! The witness will proceed with his testimony. Damn. Around that time I heard a large thump from the noise from the window. The room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed? That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside? I was indeed. Pressing aggro doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something is contradictory in what he said just now. I mean, is it? It's been 2 fucking weeks since I've maybe like 3 weeks since I played this game, if I'm being for real. I don't think so. If I'm being honest. Would I know? No, but am I gonna get in trouble if I do? There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. I love bluffing! It's like my middle name. It's actually Marie, but it's like my middle name. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? Fuck no, I don't! I mean, it could be the... Hi, Kirby. Hi, Kirby. That's the only thing I think. Kirby, what are you doing? This is quite literally the only thing I think it would be. This, what in the world is this? Ow! You just don't get it, do you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What don't I get? You're not going to be able to get through this one with your usual bluff routine. Your client looks to be ready to take off once again, straight towards a guilty verdict. You were bluffing? I will not forgive any more mockeries made in this court. Whoops. Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony? Certainly. We're gonna come back to that. Maybe. If only I could straight up remember what the fucking testimony was. I'm looking up the walkthrough just in case. Because I am stupid and I will absolutely forget. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. That's crazy. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix Wright, testifying the truth and only the truth, just as if it were with you, as if we were there with you that night. I believe it was a human. Damn, I just strengthened his testimony. I wonder if Agro's statement jives with the facts. We're just gonna keep pressing. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So, with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety lights lit things up just enough for me to see, and honestly, there was only enough light for me to be able to see the silhouette outside my window. It was a person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as it were, as well the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there's something fishy with his latest bit of testimony? We're just gonna... I have no fucking clue! Do I want to press him on this? I'm already gonna look at the... I don't care. Oh my god, okay. We're gonna press this again. I like how the birds magically appear when he turns his head. Alright, so we're gonna say there's a contradiction. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. And then it says the silk hat. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state I'm in. Just looking outside of my window was tough enough a challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. Oh yeah, like I totally forgot about it. Anyway, that's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk cats? No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, you've been fibbing on the stand. Fibbing? What did I say? Fibbing. Order! As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury on this court today? Oh, we're just going straight at this shit. That he's the real culprit. Are we just gonna say it? I had my suspicions. I mean, everyone else is already assuming that he is, so we might as well just say it. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Perry. That's crazy! What? Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at the audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd and smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. Hey, he has birds? That doesn't help my case at all, actually. He looks trustworthy, and that's not fair. He's calm enough for it to be almost scary. He's staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingaling really should get a name change, dude. I'm heavily considering it. Heavily supporting you getting a name change. Genuinely. I would suggest it. Mr. Dingaling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of murder of all things. See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear to makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. Nah, fuck that guy. Damn, now I'm ableist. She's right, way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Phoenix is a poopy head. Who let their child in this fucking courtroom? Hello? See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? No. Oh, it doesn't really seem to be that. No, he didn't. He totally did it all himself, because fuck that guy. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. I'm gonna just look. Okay. I'm on the right track, babes! Okay. There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Order! What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Perry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then the eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, where exactly was Mr. Dingaling? If he is as disabled as he says so, we're gonna at least say that. He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room? I mean, I could swear to you that this man just straight up put a mannequin in a costume, in Max Galactica's costume, and just like hoisted the fucking mannequin up. Like, I am so back. I am super back. I am so back, it's crazy. I am here. Pretty simple, eh? Ecker wasn't able to leave his lodging house by himself. In that case, there can be only one correct answer. Ecker didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? Oh, thank you. Picking it up as we speak. I got you. It's an interesting theory. He's like, that's it? Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that's it. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You've got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? You all work with this man. Do none of you have any fucking clue how his act works? There's no way this man has just gone this entire time pretending he has not told anybody. You all work with this man, whether you like him or not. You have to know how his trick works by this point. How long has he worked with you guys? This man has absolutely tied himself to supports like a harness and all this shit every time. How have none of you like figured out how his trick works? Unless I'm kind of talking out of my ass, but like it seems plausible that they should at least know how it works, right? Or am I just dumb? Like, I don't care how much you hate your coworkers, you should at least know already kind of how his trick works. I guess. I don't fucking know anymore. But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here... She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it. Time to enlighten us on how Mr. Dingling committed the crime. We need to change his fucking name. Change his goddamn name. Just keep calling him... Call him Mr. Acro, for the love of God. Do I even have evidence that could totally prove that? Unless it's like the monkey. Did he have anything in his pocket? Unless it's this, too. But that doesn't show how he committed the crime. I mean, I would assume the monkey, because that's like the only thing I can think of at this very moment. Probably should have. I'm about to look like a fool. I think you should try again, especially before someone gets the chance to say something. Yeah, you're probably right. So as I was saying, this piece of evidence. Stop! Wait, I say, before you start over, you must be penalized. Okay, I'll take that one for the team. Oh. This is why I saved before. Where did it go? What? Aha, okay. What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-size, it is also very, very heavy. Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death, especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Ugh! Gotcha now, bitch! Ha ha! Even though I was wrong the first time. Gotcha. See, this is how Acro was able to kill. Oh my god, this is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galacticus' ample bust. We should really probably also not call it a bust, considering what else is also called a bust. Anyway, order. So you're saying the bust fell onto the Ringmaster? I mean, what type of bust were you talking about? Because I would be happy to go down that way. Not the other way, though. The other way is quite tragic, actually. A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Do you see that man's muscles? No way. No way. No fucking way. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like that. To carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingaling, how do you respond to these charges? Look at that man's muscles! How could you expect that man not to carry something that fucking heavy? Man probably lifts like 5 of me a day. Like, let's be for real. Well, Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro. You can't run away from— Ow! I'd watch what I'd say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Your honor, the physical health of the witness is the material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? Von Karma. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has a right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way for once in a while? Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts of your ability to testify, we could request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. Ugh, that woman will sink to any low to win a case. Yep. Ugh. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on a lower body. It makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? I have no doubts in regards to the witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention he could have not known the location of the Ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. As if that's not what you're fucking doing right now. Be for real. Girl. Ugh, I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. I suppose I could have lifted something that size of the bust. Have you ever lifted up the bust before? No, I've never actually lifted it up with my own two hands. But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me like this. Money? That crazy monkey has lifted Max's bust before? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Was so dumb of you to say. How stupid of you to say that. You imbecile. I'm using that later. Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Diggling. So what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or tightrope. You don't say. But no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything. Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I wouldn't lose either, Slowpoke. I mean Nick. Whoa, whoa, how did this discussion turn to me all of a sudden? Why does everyone gang up on me all the time? What did I ever do to you people? I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear. Lifting the bus and looking out the window could have been impossible. And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Still haven't got much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown that bust out the window. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. Currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation. But it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. Let me remind you of another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bust, he would not have been able to see below the window. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see below the window? Thus, there is no way I would have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick? Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense. Only I could prove that somehow. That Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. Sorry, I'm thinking. I just don't know what I would present it on. Unless it's this one. I didn't want to do that. I'm gonna save. See, the only thing I can think of would be presenting the box here. Got him. Acro. You didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job at hinting. Yes, hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe I should take a look at all this. Maybe you should all take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box there? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the moment the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean, if the bust were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No! Order! This is unbelievable! Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here, forward. So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to the rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow! Allow me to whip some sense into you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ow! The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specifically made. Specially made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. The weight of the box, the contents of the box. Do you recall what was inside the wooden box? It was only a small bottle of pepper, wasn't there? Get on with it. Well, what's the matter? Cat got your tongue? I don't see any relationship between the location of his head and the box contents. I think I might have outthought myself. Oh, okay. Could Phoenix solve the Kira murders? That's hard to say. That is so hard to say. Because it would take so much fucking bluffing. You know what? I think he could. It'd take him 3 days to do it, but he could. Longer, that's already way shorter of amount of time than most of the other people's did. You didn't think enough. I was gonna say the weight of the box. Is it the size of the box? Or the weight? Because if it's not the contents, it boasts a small but strong lock. The consensus is that he could, but I don't think it could be free. Yeah. Definitely, like, right now, it would have to absolutely, it would be a fucking miracle if he did it right now. I think it would be hilariously entertaining if he did it right now. Like, in this current state, like, pre-Apollo Justice, I think it would be hilarious. Every time after that, oh, 1000% he could. Like, right now, maybe not. But, like, future Phoenix Wright could. 100%. Oh yeah, 1000%. The moment that man starts figuring out, like on the stand, motherfucker's writing in the death note as we speak. The box has a remarkable weight. Weight? According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required... Oh, I see. One would have to squat down, then lift it up with their body, wouldn't you say? It's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box is also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be approximately in the same place. Fool! Got him. Almost. Kind of, we're like getting closer. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? I remember. Of course I remember. It was on the top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I cannot possibly leave the lodging house myself. That means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from my cafeteria to my room? You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Ugh. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. If only this bitch didn't say the thing he probably shouldn't have said literally earlier. I said I was coming back to this. This is the time for me to come back to this. We're here. We're back to this. This is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happened once and for all. My bangs are bothering me. I'm gonna fix the camera here real quick too. It's a little teeny bit. Okay, this cable is annoying the hell out of me. A little teeny bit orange. Alright. Gotta get my wits about and prove how things happened once and for all. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bust from the cafeteria back to his room? A monkey? A monkey! Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist's ring. So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Maybe you should put down the whip sometimes and read the court record. My, those are some nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. Ah! Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bust way back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. You're not even really trying to hide it, either. Like, you're just saying shit now. Order, order, I said order. Miss Von Karma, where is the bust in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait. You mean this bust was the murder weapon? Purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron! Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm a little bit dizzy. However, his argument does not hold water. There's no denying it. Ow! Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And what is that? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Ah! There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Nick, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance to turn the trial around. When the murder occurred, there were 2 people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer that the clown saw? It was the bust. It was the bust. It was the bronze statue. Ow! I asked who was the other person Mo saw at the scene. The evidence has nothing to do with the question. En contraire, mon frère. I hope I said that right. I just kind of said that. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. You guys cannot be saying this shit in a court of law like this. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one off the cards in the bust's hand. Idiots who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust. It doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of utmost importance in this case, don't you agree? You caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? I didn't think it was that hard to put together. I wonder, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Didn't the defendant wear this cloak the entire time he was at practice? So then how did this person get a hold of the cloak? Well, furthermore, how would this person have gotten the cloak onto the bust, I wonder? Because this person was not spotted at the scene. Okay. We're just gonna save right there. And she's so nice about telling me I'm wrong, it hurts me even more. Ow! The famous Von Karma carrot and whip approach. Alright, I have no fucking clue. Unless... honestly, I have no fucking clue. No. See, this one is definitely pulled out of somebody's ass. Fool! Him? You are saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. I mean, the victim himself. Placed the cloak on the bust. Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all this? No, the fuck I don't. Phoenix will victim blame. That is so true. I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. I'm fucking not. I did up to a certain point. Not at the moment, though. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night. Let's step back in time. I say as if I haven't finished the case. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene, and he attached the rope to the bust. He dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room, and went to the scene, of course. At the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. Holy shit, Max busts! When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I actually cannot believe I watched that animation with my own eyes. And that is canon to the Ace Attorney story. Oh, I'm gonna stay with him. It was so believable in the DS version. You know, let me go watch. Let me watch it real quick. Never mind. My phone is gonna die. You know what? Let's look this up. Okay. I am pulling this shit up as we speak. Ignore that. We're gonna watch this together because... Alright. Pulling this shit up real quick. We're gonna watch this together. I have the part pulled up. I need to see this in the DS version to fully understand. I don't... Let's just watch it. Turn that down. I mean... It looks just as bad. I don't... If it was turned the other way, maybe I could see it. I'm fucking losing my shit right now. I actually cannot believe that this is... It does look worse. It does. It looks so bad. I genuinely cannot believe that this isn't an Ace Attorney game. Actually cannot believe this. This is foul. I hope they fired the writer who put this in the game. Actually. The writers who made this and put this shit in the game, I hope they were fired. Because what the fuck, dude? Shu Takumi, I'm coming for your ass. We will be throwing hands. We will be fighting. Because what the actual fuck was that? Genuinely, what was that? I want you to look me in the eyes and tell me if you were high, were on drugs, were drunk, something, and you just thought this was going to be some quirky, funny... Come back, Yamazaki. No, literally. Oh, God. I actually cannot fathom. I genuinely cannot fathom that that is real. That's actually insane to me. Holy fuck, dude. It's the way that's literally in the game. The way I saw that with my own two eyes. I'm not letting this go. This has got to be the worst case I think I've ever played. And I thought, I liked Rise from the Ashes. And I thought Rise from the Ashes was a bit much sometimes. But this takes the cake of worst case. I actually really liked Rise of the Ashes. I think it's up there as really, really a pretty good one for me. Anyway, let's continue before I continue to lose my mind more. This one? Okay. I haven't really experienced any of the actual duds. I mean, unless you want to count. I personally didn't really care for, understandable. You know, I probably shouldn't talk if I haven't played any of the other games. Probably shouldn't talk if I haven't played any of the other games. I should just continue. I'm just gonna get... So far, this is my least favorite. So I'll just say that. As someone who hasn't played any other games, this is by far my least favorite. Many such cases. Oh no. Anyway, I'll continue. You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. Still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. The circus isn't over yet. What? Oh, and they play the animation again! The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. That impact also caused the sound of a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Moe Curls the clown. When Moe looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea Moe saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out his window, so he just kept pulling the bust up. And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene, Acro. It could have only been you. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But has he come to the end of his rope now? So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. Just explain there can only be one possible murder method. And there's still something unusual about... But there still is something unusual about Moe's eyewitness account. Excuse me, unusual? A contradiction, actually. Okay, use that and get us out of this jam. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the... save first. We're saving first. I don't have time for this. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. I do want to say, I think the picture of the crime scene with literally no other footprints around definitely helps. I don't know if that's the only one, though. How did I get that wrong? Try again! I hate this game sometimes. The note? Found at the crime scene. I mean... The problem is Max's three symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday there were 2 contradictions in most testimonies. The seal cat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all these contradictions. You fool! Will you ever shut up? Mac's seal cat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bus. Makes sense if you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what the ventriloquist said in court. He said that the witness that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? Of course. I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? I wish they would stop playing this animation. It's so terrible. Don't you get it yet? If the cloak snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Ah! Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Order, order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. Okay, well, I have the note, and you all yelled at me about it, so... This witness feels the incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Oh, you're wrong. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well, however, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Tingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. And so will I. Because I still have to go to the bathroom. So. I am only assuming this is the last part of this case. For the love of God, please. I hope it is. I can't do this shit anymore. Anywho. Let me put on some music. While I take my break. Where is it? Where? There it is. Alright, we're back. We're so back. I gotta fix the camera real quick because it is now a little darker now. See, it's a little bit darker now. One day I'll be satisfied with my camera settings. Today, it's not that day. Oh, because, like, why do I look like that? Oh, okay. This is so... Oh, man, I so didn't want to do any of that. Holy shit, hold on. Oh my god, now it's all kinds of fucked up. This is not how I had it. Now it's making me sad. I fixed it. I don't know how, but I fixed it. And you know what? I'm just gonna fucking keep it like this. I'm only gonna change a tiny thing. We're just gonna leave it like this. Not touching it anymore. I say, as I'm probably going to touch it again later. Also, I have coffee now with the new flavor that I bought. I can see why it was on clearance. It kind of sucks. But I'm gonna keep drinking it. So what else am I gonna do? It's supposed to be like a white chocolate and raspberry, but it's supposed to go over ice. And I didn't really realize that when I bought it. I was like, ooh, white chocolate and raspberry. That sounds really good. I'm very stupid. So I am totally not messing with the camera again, by the way, as I'm speaking. Ooh. Okay, I'm done. I'm not touching it anymore. I'm done. Okay, yeah, this coffee kind of sucks, but I'm gonna keep drinking it. I can't believe it, Acro! It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Psst, psst. But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know? But you're not, which is kind of the reason why... Hey, pal! You're gonna ignore me after I went all the trouble bringing you some evidence? Detective Gumshoe. Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Now, detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax yourself a little? Got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, detective? Oh, well, if you insist. Now, about that evidence you mentioned, what is it? Here you go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. Yep, and I've included their forensic results. Take a look at it later. Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on the need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything, but everything that's happened up in court until now has gone according to our plan. I don't know, Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set in motion. Final plans? Uh-huh, that reminds me. Got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it, and that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. We love Francisca. What did he mean by that? The very end part? I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Don't scare me like that! Looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? Okay, this milk thing is getting weird. And we're just not gonna talk about it. Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof for the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit the crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions until you don't want the answer to. Ugh. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. That's it? You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro could kill a man he held in such esteem. You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer the question. Of course I'll cross-examine. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Are you stupid? One day I'll stop messing with this camera. I swear. I swear. You just have to believe me. Okay. The defense has a right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. For someone's on our side, she is so, like... so mean to us. I know for a fact I want to show the note. And I know at some point I'm gonna have to show the lion. Bat scarf. Oh, that's so foul! Oh my god. I'm assuming this is that conclusive evidence that he's talking about in the note. Okay. Still in a coma. Okay. 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 The final leg. That's kind of foul considering the man is in a wheelchair. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, I feel like it'd be too... We're just gonna press. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow! Got my ass. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. Ow! 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 No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life. Exactly. Oh, was that it? I just didn't... I just had to click through that. That was it. Okay. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. What do you think, Nick? I don't know. I think the more I cross-examine him, the worse I end up looking in the end. You mean? I get the feeling that this cross-examination was a trap. Yeah, Von Karma set you up again. Y'all aren't looking at the bigger picture. I have a feeling that's when I gotta... Because I have a feeling this is gonna be wrong. Yeah. No shit, I'm so fucking stupid. Ah! Anyway. Okay, we're just gonna press. Unless they're gonna fucking yell at me. We? Yes, my brother Sean and I. What? You have a brother? How old were you when this happened? Excuse me, Acro. I was 8 years old and my brother was 4. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we weren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the Berry Big Circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. Ow! No crying in the court. Let's keep this going. The witness may proceed with his testimony. Oh my god, is it actually time to present the fucking monkey? Oh my god. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. Me, clueless? Yeah, I am. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about the other people at the circus? That was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in. No one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come and see us with a laugh and smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? I know, he seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult. So then how long have you been a performer? I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age? I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's when I decided to form a group with my brother. We call ourselves the Flying Dingling Berries. No, you really shouldn't call yourselves that. It's nearly a household name. I've ever even heard of them in Germany. Liar. The point is that I wanted to be in some use of the circus. You are truly a remarkable young man. Just keep looking at Acro almost like a proud father. Okay. Okay. Yep, that's all I had to do. I think that would be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely. Exactly right, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Your Honor. I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead? I think it's a fine name. No. No. No, no. And of course, apparently I can, because why would I not? Now that I've come this far, there's no way I could answer the... I could answer no, I can't. Oh, this is gonna be good. Very well, then please enlighten the court. Let's see some evidence that proves Acro's motive for killing the ringmaster. Oh, I should've... Why doesn't it give me the chance to save? Ugh. I want to say it's the lion. Or I want to present his brother. Oh, that's foul. Aha! Okay, I would have been wrong anyway. I had to look at it because I'm like, it didn't let me, it doesn't let me, it's, whatever. Let me just go over this one more time. This is why Acro killed the ringmaster? That is correct. I don't think the defense would mind confirming something for me. What exactly are we supposed to learn from this piece of evidence? I think I'm wrong. What are you supposed to learn? Looks like you just won the award for biggest failure in court. Ouch. Biggest failure in court. That stings. I fucking hate this game. Am I not supposed to do this right now? Oh, Kirby. He's scratching his cardboard. Come here, bub. Come here. Come here. There you go. Hi, bud. Oh, hi, Hi, Kirby. Hi, bud. Oh. What is this that you're doing? Okay. What you doing? Mr. Man is frolicking. Yeah, Kirby, why don't you choose an answer? Because it's either that or I start the entire thing over. I don't want to do that. Okay, where are we going? Because you're not climbing on my desk. You are not climbing on my desk, bud. See, now that Kirby's up here, I have a white base to work with. Hi, Kirby. No. He's purring. He's quiet purring right now. Well, I don't think I'm supposed to present something right now. Okay. I am stupid. Do we want little Kirby time? Look at him. Mr. Means. Sorry, my follower count. Follower goal's in the way. Hold on. Hold on. Hey. It's been a while since you've been on camera. Because you enjoy taking up my space. Please don't touch my coffee. Are you here to sit in my arms, bud? Are you here to provide any just to be cute? You're just here to be cute? You're always cute. Look at his little face. Yeah, bud. Hi. What's up? Yeah. Look at him. He's just sitting. He's just sitting. He's my favorite little guy. Sorry, we're having a little Kirby moment. Hey, bud. I know. You're so precious. Yes, you are. Can I go back to my game? Since you're just gonna sit here? Your tail. You're flicking your tail. If I let him play, he probably won't. I think he'll get too distracted. There. You want to sit right there, bud? Here, I'll set my leg up for you so I can still use my arm. How's that? Here. Hi, bud. My man is Jay chillin'. Is it just me, or is like my entire room like a greenish color? You know? Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just... Maybe that's just me. One day I'll be satisfied with my camera. Today is not that day. Okay. No. Keeping. Yeah, bud. Alright, we're going back to the game. I'm sorry. Is it just me or is my fucking camera frozen now? Hello? Bruh. Bruh, hello? I think my OBS just froze, but I have no idea. This is very weird. Ugh, this is weird. Oh, this is weird. Okay, well... Okay, well, okay, alright, let's chill out. Let's not... Ugh. This is really weird. Okay, well, my one side of my screen is completely frozen. Ow! Why are you biting me? Did y'all see that? Why'd you bite me? No. If you're gonna bite me, I'm putting you down. Get down. You're being mean to me. Well, I'm so confused how that happened. Okay, I'm done messing with it, because I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep messing with it, but I'm done. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it anymore. I'm sorry, I'm done. Nick. Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the Ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the Ringmaster at all. Ow! Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolish, full-heartedly foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was. This is the real killer of Russell Berry Ringmaster. Thank you for following. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro. You didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the Ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What? Aha! This is totally where the one person comes into play because I totally didn't screw that shit up. What? Order, order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. That is insane. I don't think you should be telling anybody to do that. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in my court? Ow! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do into his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? Hell yeah! There we go! Regina Berry? This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro. You were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? You don't need to answer that. It is a mean-spirited leading question. He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong, and that's it. That's it? Huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough! Mr. Wright, allow me to... Ow! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now! I want to know why Acro would kill Regina Berry. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves that Acro is out to kill this young girl. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit, it's finally coming together. Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that was found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, To the Murderer. Bro's gonna present the monkey. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one little problem. Problem? Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Da-da-da. Order, order, order! Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours... It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it in the cafeteria bulletin board. That's why when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note... That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in the plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake. Instead of Regina. That's incredible! Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today. Lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in that plaza, because he couldn't look down out his window to see who it actually was. I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza, and that's when he let the bust fly. Hey, Nick, isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle this. Acro wrote this note to Regina. Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish. You've even made me sound like a full-heartedly fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes, what about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it could mean that the note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Because Regina's kind of fucking stupid. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. I know all about it, bitches. It occurred 6 months ago. And I'm gonna save because I know the thing I want to choose at this point is probably going to be wrong. And I refuse to be wrong. And now I am more than ready to show the court what happened at that time. Moron. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. Conclusive evidence about this incident 6 months ago is actually... I'm going to assume it's the scarf. Because I'm assuming that's the conclusive evidence. What? This is it? Well, kind of figured... Okay. LOL! No! Bring up the options! Bring up the options menu. No, this totally didn't happen. I didn't click it fast enough! Oh, ow. Okay, let's pretend that didn't happen. Because that's why I'm going back to that. Whoa! We're back to where we were at! Holy shit! I'm so dumb. I keep hitting the fucking escape option button down here when I literally could just do it the whole time. I really am so fucking stupid sometimes. Oh, I can't. I still can't hit it. Okay. Oh no! Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh my god, that's crazy. Holy shit, what the fuck is it? Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. Achoo! Achoo! Okay, chill. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because the piece of the decisive evidence was what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright, so what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolishly fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Now that... I have an answer to. Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba. Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina did that to him? Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. Lion? Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? It was more than that. White woman defense! Isn't that what I am? Truly. In the end. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. We are all white women on this accursed day. Yeah, I'll just tear down my non-binary poster, my non-binary flag real quick. Just she, her pronouns are back, baby. This is a joke. My pronouns are they, she. Please address me accordingly. Thank you. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat. I'm scared to mess up because we're literally so close to the end of it. Okay, now's the time I present it. That's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who is the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina. There's something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? The bird gets me every time. Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job at... I don't know if I should say that. I don't know if I should be saying that. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal, but out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? Still seems like the judge just doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling. Right before Bat was bitten by the lion, for a moment the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling. However, lions sneeze. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. Whoa, what? You fool! Got him. You've got to be kidding me! What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object! For objection's sake! No, that's actually insane. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot! It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that's what I said was true? Acro, you don't mean... You can't mean... Witness? Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would the problem be? Same problem it's always been. Evidence. I just gave you so much fucking evidence and you still want to tell me that I have no evidence. Or I didn't have enough evidence. If I dropped Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or lack thereof, to be more precise. The murder weapon. The bust that the defense claims was used, if that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it were covered in the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. The bust. Nick, you've got to do something. This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. See how things work out first is crazy. Might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but why aren't you going to search his room? Looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now that you know the true meaning of Von Karma Total Justice. I guess. I figured with you, that's the least I should expect. You'd leave no stone unturned. Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in that room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by a complete surprise, and we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this. Looks like you lack the final nail to put into my coffin. But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust. Where is it now? Where is the bust right now? You're Phoenix Wright. You know where that bust is. I'm sure you do. There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? I don't even know where the fucking bust is. How am I supposed to know? Kirby. Are you done? Are you done? Are you coming up? Are you coming up? Come here. There you go. Do you know where Max's bust is, Kirby? I didn't think so. Where are we going? He is here again. Pick a spot, please. I am trying to finish. Are you gonna get down? If you get down, I'm gonna be so upset. You're not getting on my desk. You can either come back or get down. You're a dick. Ugh. How much longer do I have on this? I also love this orange cat, even though he's so dumb. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. Ah. Terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings to an end the cross-examination of this witness. Where is Max's bust? Okay. The defense needs time to prepare to present this to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. I just bit my tongue. Huh? What? We need time to do what? Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? What? Are you asking me? The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait, you can't be serious. Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose. Very well, the defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way to through is forward. The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now? Y'all are not gonna believe this shit when I tell you this answer. It's obvious. The bust is inside this very courtroom. It's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. Bro, what the fuck? I'm looking at the fucking guide for this shit, cause I don't. Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take that blanket off your wheelchair? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me right where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that there's a bust under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That provided inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it, and the only place you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Kirby, this is a very serious moment. Kirby. Kirby, please. Kirby, please. See, I'm only using the guide right now because I'm literally on my last bit and I want to finish this right now. So I want to make sure that I'm choosing the right thing. But I am actually, like, in awe right now, because what the fuck? Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. You fool! How could you? You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, 2 of them. 2 of them? Miss Francisca von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence. The cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away in the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust. Obviously, I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try to hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under the wheelchair. Why is he not lifting up the blanket? Because I cannot believe for a second that this man managed to fucking hide it without anybody fucking noticing. Who the fuck pushed this man into the fucking courtroom today? How did nobody realize that this man was fucking heavy as shit? Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon. There's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. Von Karma is so fucking smart, and I love her! Huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me! Make a mistake! Why did I order a surprise search of your room if only I hadn't done that? Seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro? Yes, Your Honor? Did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry? Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro. You know, I still can't believe it. I want to see the fucking bust under this man's blanket. I don't believe it. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. That's why she covered the scarf with pepper. I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. The birds fucking did it. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes that so purely. That she could laugh innocently when saying it, too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So, are you saying that you are a victim in all this as well? No, that's not what I mean. Those are some massive tears. Those do not look like tears. I am nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself, then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't, not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. And now you're in jail. Womp womp. This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again. I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty. Not just his ass being not just jail, his ass is being executed in 24 hours. Like, actual capital punishment like that for this game is actually crazy to me. Like, genuinely, I cannot fathom that. Like, I cannot fathom that. This court is adjourned. Actually fell. It's too absurd. No, actually, it's absurd. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only a maximilian of them. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room? I'm just thinking about Acro. No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy. I can tell why the judge lost all his hair. That is so true. Huh? Ah! She's been like this for a while now. Ah, it's all my fault! Ah! Sweetie pie. Actually, okay, yeah, this is officially the worst case. I mean... Bat and Acro, they're never coming back! Now everyone's gonna split up! Regina. Mr. Wright, tell me something. What do you want to know, Regina? Acro said something right at the end. I just couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean Acro? Is he gonna try and get his revenge on me? I don't think so. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? You really sure I can believe that? Yeah, Acro doesn't have a desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see some evidence. Oh my god, shut the fuck up! Get out of my face! Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? Meow. Huh? I want to know you're not just making up that stuff about Acro not wanting revenge. I know, Kirby. I know, Kirby. Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. But, Bat... That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught... Uh-huh. I know. What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Till he opens his eyes, and then until he can meet Acro again. It's so sweet of you, Regina. I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat. Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'd pay you a fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? That's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision. What is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus the world has ever seen. I highly doubt that. The best circus the world has ever seen? Don't laugh! That's quite the goal. Yay, I can't wait. Then I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing that the best circus in the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max, let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is, thank you. Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We gotta work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. No. Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the Berry Big Circus without Regina Berry. Max? Nick? Seems like everything is going to turn out alright here. Can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats. I just ignore every time he laughs because I can't stand it. Please say the end. Oh my god! I see. What made the case? Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. A game theory! I'm sorry. If Acker really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Acker's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get— Oh! Oh! Ah! Oh! I fucking love that man! Ah! Oh! Oh! Miles Edgeworth. I love Miles Edgeworth. He's one of my favorite characters. I'm not even gonna lie. I really do love that man. He's really great. Whew! Oh my god, I go from the worst case to the best case so far. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, holy shit. Well, that was the end of that, because that was actually grueling to get to. Well, after this trial, we're on the third game. And then after that, we're on to Apollo Justice, the Apollo Justice series. Hayden, I don't want to fucking hear it. Bro is screaming for Edgeworth. I can't get over that. So, anyway, I'm happy to be done with that. No. Anyway. There is a fucking, like... He's playing with the... Okay, I wasn't going crazy. There is a whole, like... You know what? I'm not dealing with this right now. Anyway. Okay, well, next Monday, we'll be getting into the next case. I'm excited. This Wednesday, I'm gonna be playing Call of Duty Zombies with Ben, because he really wanted to, so... There's that. Hayden, I don't want to hear it. If you want to join, you're more than welcome to. Cry about it. Friday will probably be the last... I would probably say the last comfort, like, chill stream for a while, but, until the next Friday, but then I realized, I will not be streaming. Well, I'll be streaming this Friday, but the Friday after that I will not be, because I will be going to the Pride Festival thing. But I will probably be doing one on Wednesday, next Wednesday. I'm trying to think. Hayden's yapping. I don't know what he's saying and I don't care. I think that's it. So Wednesday we'll be playing zombies. Friday, probably, we'll be playing a chill stream. Just chill, doing shit. I promise at some point we will be getting into Link's Awakening. I'm a bit tight on money right now, so I can't really afford to like throw in a $60 pay $60 for a game right now. If it was $30, I would have bought it ages ago. But that entire remake is like $60. So if anyone would like to donate to the cause and watch me play it faster, you can donate to me, but it's not obligated. But I'm mainly just saying that. But the donate thing. But I will be playing it soon. At some point I will be playing it. I'm pretty sure that's it though. So I'll see y'all Wednesday, 6 o'clock ish, because I work over the summer, so a lot of times I'm pushing streams back because I either get home late or I'm tired and blah blah blah. I just, but I'll see y'all Wednesday at 6 p.m. Okay, bye stream, bye stream, bye stream, bye.